call the meeting of the Audit Committee to order at 6:01 p.m. And roll call.
Veronica Kell, present remotely.
Don Hayes, present remotely. With that, we have a quorum. We are good to go. The meeting is being recorded. It will be uploaded to YouTube as well as potentially replayed on Channel 9. I see nobody else in the meeting other than TCAM and us, so it would appear nobody else is recording the meeting as we're remote. I have no additions or deletions at this point. Veronica, did you have anything?
No, I have none. No.
Okay. And we'll move right into the meeting business to review the engagement letter from Roselli, Clark and Associates.
Do you want to discuss first, or do you want a motion?
I usually do discussion, but
that's okay with me.
Yeah. Okay.
I read through it. I was looking for to make sure that there would be a management letter and financial statements. So if you don't mind, do you have a copy of this in front of you or on your screen?
I do. Yeah.
So it's on the second page, page 2. It's that bottom paragraph on that page. It says, kind of in the middle of the paragraph, we will issue written reports upon completion of our single audit, provide assurance that unmodified opinions will be expressed, blah, blah, blah. I assume that that is where they are saying they are providing the written financial statement.
Yeah, I had looked at that. I just, okay, so I'm on page 2.
We will issue written reports upon completion. Our reports will be addressed to the executive governing board of the town of Townsend. That was the one thing I was looking for that I wasn't sure I found. The other 2 things I were looking for, I did find, I think, further on. So this is page 1, 2, 3, page 4 under audit services. And that was the capital assets and depreciation. So that's in the first paragraph, like halfway down the page where it says other services, that first paragraph underneath.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's capital assets. And then, so that was the first paragraph, second, third, the fourth one. We will assist in preparing the schedule of expenditures of federal awards. That was the second thing I was looking for, was federal awards.
Yeah.
Or the third thing. So I think we are good. The rest of this management responsibilities seem to me to be all, as far as what we will provide to them, what they will provide, to us, and how the audit will be performed. And then how we pay them.
Right. Yeah. I looked at that. It's kind of like I had made the note. It was probably in the others that said that, if we don't stay current with them or within 60 days, they'll terminate an audit that may be in process. But
right.
I know in general,
we don't pay them.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of like, and so that makes sense. But we put the money in the budget. It's there. And this, when I did look at the pricing, it was a little more simplified. And again, with the statement, I was looking for that too. And in here they reference the financial statement audit in the last quote they had given us for this. The financial statement said including the management letter is where that was. So but it doesn't list it. the financial statement preparation was listed as a separate $3,000 fee last time. So when we look at the increases, it's increased over the FY 24, but then let's see, 24 to 29. So it looks like it's $4,000 higher for the FY 25. But then they're only going up $1,000 a year. So
and I think we need to add in about $6,000 over top of that 29 for FY 25 because they have we expect that this fee for a single audit will range between $4,000 and $5,000 for the first federal award and $1,500 to $2,000. So I am thinking we need to add $6,000 onto each of these just in case there's a single audit, which there may be for FY 25.
right.
But I don't expect necessarily for 26 and 27.
Right. Yeah.
Because that's federal grants, and I'm not expecting a lot coming forward from federal grants. So
I was going to say there's a lot of expectation that there's not a lot of federal grants that will be need the audits and kind of so if we do that, then I think we had 30,000 in this year's budget.
We did
so far, so that'll.
I think we should up it to 35,000.
Yeah, that gets us safe, and as in a year like this, we need to have it budgeted so it's so that we have it. Sorry, yeah, it's kind of like, I mean, if we only budget for the audit and then we have the singles, coming up with that money is just a lot harder.
Right.
So put it in and see if we can balance a budget for town meeting.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, I had gone through it. I didn't see anything. It looked very familiar to, I think we've seen that before in what they presented when we initially hired them. It's just it had been in the books before, and now it's just in the file.
Right. All right. So I would like to have town council review this.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So do you want me to make a motion?
Do we go directly to town council, or do we forward it to Nelson and request town council review it?
My motion was to put it forward to the select board.
Okay.
To put forward to the select board the acceptance of the engagement letter after review by town council.
Okay.
Does that sound right?
Yep, that sounds right. I just wanted to,
Okay, so let me make the motion. I'm going to move to put forward to the select board the acceptance of the engagement letter of Roselli with Roselli Clark and Associates after review by town council.
Okay, and I second.
Okay.
Okay. Any further discussion?
I have none.
No.
I think
yeah.
I would put this on the select board agenda for the 8th. I think we're meeting on the 8th.
Okay.
So
you're doing the 8th also. Okay.
So that's where I would put it.
Yep. Okay. Then we move it forward to that. Okay, we had the motion and the second. Roll call vote.
Veronica Kell, aye.
Don Hayes, yes.
All right.
Motion's unanimous.
All right. Next meeting. When do we need to meet next? according to this and the engagement letter, they should be done with the FY24 audit at the end of March, which was
Right,
today.
right, yeah,
So, I know they're to provide us with the, information after that and set a time to go over the FY24 audit. But
Yeah.
don't we usually do that after town meeting in May or June?
I think we have in the past, just because the timing gets tight, for doing this, but they can get us, then we can get it to Finance Committee and Select Board for review, and then do the joint where they come in and go over the recommendations. And that'll give us the opportunity to get past, and we should, it'll get the third Select Board member elected in place. We'll have town meetings, so sometime in the May timeframe, I think, is the right time. I don't think we have anything else pressing.
I would agree with that. That the next thing is the FY24 audit review.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm just going to call calendar up just
Wait, let me do that too.
see. And do we want to, let's see. So Tuesday the 6th is town meeting.
Correct.
Does the Select Board meet the following week after that, or is the next meeting on the 20th?
Our next meeting is on the 20th.
Do we want to make it part of the, do we want to review it just within the town first before we have a meeting with Roselli and Clark? Just so that if we have any questions, we can discuss it and come together with a common set of questions, or a list of questions that we can forward to them.
So are you thinking a joint meeting on the 20th with Select Board and
I was
FinCom?
thinking a Select Board, Audit, and Finance Committee, at least.
All three.
Well, yeah. It kind of.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter.
by default, yeah.
And so on the 20th, during that
I think so. Let's try that so that we're not slipping, because the next week is Memorial Weekend.
Right.
And so people may start going away, but that gives us the opportunity. And if we have the reports soon enough, maybe we can
distribute.
Yeah, distribute it and see if there's any questions out there.
Yeah, that gives us plenty of time.
Yeah.
All right. So next meeting is then May 20th.
Yeah.
Joint with FinCom and Select Board.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I'm good with that. And that would be at 6 p.m. or 6:15.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Like that. Get the meeting opened and then go into a joint.
Yep. All right. All right. That's all I have.
Okay, that's all we have, and I'll entertain the motion to adjourn at 6:15 p.m.
So moved.
Okay, second. Roll call vote.
Veronica Cal, yes.
Don Hayes, yes. And like shortest meetings you've ever had. We stand adjourned at 6:15 p.m.